So as you can see, we've got this number here which is .110, and at the moment that's pointing at the bottom of an empty tank. Now if I put this piece of cardboard across the top of the tank, you can see that that's changed. That's 3.84, and that's the top of the tank. So that just proves where the top and bottom is, and it is working. And you can see that you've got these two lights here. They're both green at the moment, and you've got the two buttons here. So this button on the left is T1, that's your low milk level, and the button here on the right is T2, and that is your empty level. Now you can configure the sensor and set those. And what these two lights here correspond to is the left hand light here corresponds to T1, your low milk level, and the right hand green button here corresponds to the right hand button T2, which is your empty. Now what this is saying at the moment, because they're green, it means that both thresholds have not been met at the moment. Now if I move this piece of cardboard away, we've got a completely empty tank. What this is now telling us is your low milk level, whatever that is set at, has been reached, but your empty level, green, has not been reached. Now we know that that's not right because the tank is now empty, and as per the manual it said you need to leave I think at least 6 litres in the bottom of the tank. So what we're going to do first is set the empty level. So I'm just going to use a piece of polystyrene. I've put that in the bottom of the tank just to represent a level of milk, and you can see that that number there is changed, but you can do this with milk or whatever. Press and hold this right hand button until we get this display come up, and we're going to release, and you'll see the orange green flashing, and now that's detecting the bottom of that polystyrene that I've got there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press that button again until it says end, and now that level is now set, so it's on green. Now if I move that piece of polystyrene, it should go orange. It's gone orange, which means we've surpassed the empty level. So I'm now going to set the low milk level using T1. So I'm just going to use a stack of polystyrenes just to represent a level of milk and put those in. So we can see now that we've got 2 green lights on, so it's basically saying that neither threshold has been reached, which is now correct for the empty, but we just want to set this low one. So again, we just repeat what we did before. It says end, it's flashing, press end, and if I remove one of the blocks, there's 3 blocks in there, which means we've surpassed the low milk level. If I remove another block, still the same, and if I remove another block, still the same. If I remove the final block, we see it changes both to orange, which means that both thresholds have been met.